The playoffs are in full swing as we welcome you to this postseason contest on EA Sports. Coming up, let's close out another great week of football with a Sunday night primetime matchup between the visiting team and the Philadelphia Eagles. Four quarters between one of these teams and a spot in the Super Bowl. The NFC Championship is underway. And great starting field position here as they bring him down beyond the 40.
Special teams always play an important role in ball games, and it does right here from the jump. That's going to give the offense terrific field position for this opening drive.
So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10.
Here we go. Start.
They'll run it with Travion Henderson. This is tough running in this weather out there, but he keeps the feet moving, gains 3. It's a gain of 3 for him. That brings up 2nd and 7.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7.
19, 18. Here we go. Ready.
Sticking with Henderson. And he's all the way across midfield, down inside that 45-yard line. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
Danger, Kate. Danger, I say. You get this guy in the open field, and he is dangerous to take it to the house.
Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44.
Come on, come on. 19, Tiger, 19, Tiger. Ready?
Richardson on 1st and 10. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's forced that bounds after picking up about 7.
I know I can sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best so easy.
Second and 3 now.
Let's go now. Cougar 19. Dragon 60. Go.
From the shotgun, it's Richardson. Finds the in route complete. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine, because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. That was the epitome of courage, to make that in cut and make the catch.
Bringing the offense up to the line. 1st and 10.
Hey.
Henderson's going to take this straight ahead. And he'll stay upright through this rain, but not through that hit as he's tackled after about a 1-yard gain. He gets a couple on 1st, and they'll come up 2nd and 8.
It'll be this group's job watching the film to find all these plays, the ones that amount to really very little statistically, and identify what was needed to just make them a little bigger, stretch them further. Afterthought plays now, they could be the big gains of next week.
This is Henderson on 2nd down. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Let's go.
Richardson on third. Into traffic, complete. And he stopped just before he reaches the red zone at the 21.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
Cowboy at Buffalo 18. Warriors 17.
Now Richardson on fourth down. Headed out right. A lot of guys there, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jacob Parrish. And they limit the damage on the return, but it is still a turnover.
On the set.
Starting out trips right here. 1st and 10.
Ready. Panther 11. Panther 11. Ready.
Airing it out to start this drive. Short pass brought in. And they get him out just before he can move those chains, partner. It's a gain of 9 on 1st down.
Sure nice to see them looking for their tight ends in the passing game. Such great size to have out there. It really forces defenses to try to find a way to defend them along with everybody else.
Ready, ready.
Let's see what they want to do here, partner. It's 2nd and inches.
Come on, come on. Hey. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. 60 Bison, 60 Bison. Ready.
Throwing off the play fake. It spins right by him. And he's able to get it to the 21 as he goes down. Pick up a 5 on that play. And that gives him the first.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
Ready up.
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10.
Ready. Cougar 19. Three.
Back to throw. Setting up the screen. There's the intensity we expected in the playoffs. The defense going big play hunting, and they get him behind the line.
I know coordinator and quarterback going to be upset with that 1st down because you call a screen on 1st, you're thinking stay ahead of schedule. Even a minimal gain to stay on pace, but instead, the defense creates a negative play and sets them back behind the sticks.
Throwing on 2nd. Catch made left side by Judy. And he gets it up close to the 25 before he's out of bounds.
That's just discipline with a capital D. The play in the huddle is a running back screen, but it takes discipline for that offensive line to not get downfield. Discipline for that receiver to stay alert, stay aware that he's a viable option as well.
A less than ideal 3rd and 8 here.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. Go.
3rd and long. They're going to throw. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And they come up big on 3rd down there with the sack. And he drives this one into the pouring rain. Picked up at the 38. And the end of that return, Brock, also brings us to the end of our 1st quarter. We're 1 quarter into deciding who's going to represent the NFC in the Super Bowl. Hopefully no shortage of excitement coming up in the 2nd. We'll return to the link right after this. Ready now for our 2nd quarter. The Eagles have the football. They'll have it here after forcing that punt to end the first. Starting on the ground with Henderson. And he manages to find a little traction on that search field as he fights forward for a couple. Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on 2nd down after that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8.
Let's go.
Staying on the ground here with Henderson. And this is going to get him right up near that first down, but he's marked short after a gain of 7, 3rd down.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
Here we go, 3rd and less than a yard. Shotgun snap now to Richardson. Got his man, Thomas has it. And he works this to the 38 before going down. They get an even 10 on that play. And that's good for an Eagles first down.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
New set of downs for them. They'll start at the 38.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
Henderson here from the gun. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
You want to see the term read and react with a little video in the football dictionary? That's it.
At the 38-yard line.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10.
60 Bison, 60 Bison. Cougar 19.
Richardson fires quickly out wide. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 3.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3.
Here we go, here we go. Bronco 80. Check. Panther 11, Panther 11. Hey.
Working from the gun, it's Richardson. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. So they opt for the shorter pass later in the progression on that play, Brock, but man, the defense took that away too.
Well, what they tell us yesterday in those production meetings, nothing comes easy. No easy completions from shots down the field to those checkdowns to the running back. Wanted to make this offense earn everything. They just did.
Imagine the weather's playing a role here. Instead of trying a field goal, they're going to go for this.
70 Timberwolves.
Trying to throw for it with Richardson. Went right, and that's intercepted. Picked off by Jacob Parrish. And they bring him down after the pick and decent return. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll empty the backfield and motion him out.
18 Rattler.
Throwing from the gun. Hauled in by Lamb, right side. And they're all the way across midfield before he's brought down. Give him 24 on that play. And that means first down.
That's just so good. I mean, that is teaching tape right there. It's what you want your guys to do. To not just catch it and fall down, but have a plan. Yes, you got to catch it first, but then have a plan to go attack. Be aggressive. Get those yards after catch. That is a job well done.
One play in, Brock, and his drive is already in enemy territory.
Hiking 18.
They'll send a receiver left. They give here to the motion man. Defense wise to that call there. Receiver wrapped up for no gain. Third down coming up.
He was brought down at the 45-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Pass run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on second down.
Cougar 19.
Trying to throw this from the gun. Buying some time right. He takes it himself. And he'll go out of bounds close to the 35-yard line.
Well, you don't get the first down, but I'll tell you this, Kate, that drives the defense and the defensive coordinator nuts. They do everything right. They win, and yet still QB makes something out of nothing.
3rd and a lone yard coming up.
Let's go now. Panther 60. Panther 60. Ready?
Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. To the left side and wheeled in by Kittle. And this play's nearly going to reach that 25-yard line. Defender there to take him out just short of it. An even 10-yard gain on the play. And that is good for a first down.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Get up. 70 Lions. Get up.
Shotgun snap. They'll throw. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picks it off.
Their first pick of the game comes at an awfully big moment. It just cancels out all the great work your defense did to give you that ball.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10.
Ready? Check. Cowboy 80. 70 Rangers. 70 Rangers. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates. Rig alert. Hurt. Hurt.
Shaking off the pit quickly. He's going to throw. Throw left side is caught by Pitts. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the first down.
That's just awesome, Kate. A little bit of multitasking on that catch. Primary focus, I always say, is you got to catch it first. But out of the corner of his eye, he knew exactly where to go, and he gets a bunch of yak on top of it.
Ready? Hawk 70. Hawk 70. 18. Pioneer. Ready?
To the air on this first down. Richardson. Back to Pitts it goes. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. Timeout taken by the Eagles. That's going to be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend? Do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
Richardson now on 1st and 10. He's got it near the 8. It'll be 1st and goal. Stop is made at the 5-yard line.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage. Sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal.
6, go.
Trying to run it in. It's Henderson. And he gets in. Touchdown. The Eagles get their first point in this game just before halftime. They kept it on the ground as opposed to airing it out, and that time, well, Brock, the ground game paid off.
Well, these great rushing attacks down here that could score rushing touchdowns, it takes the whole party getting involved. Yeah, the burst of the running back was tremendous. How about the launch of his blockers right off the line of scrimmage? That's a touchdown the entire way, and it took the entire group offensively.
Here's Patterson now to kick this away. Nicole Hardman now on the return. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down.
They'll take over 1st down and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Down to 12 seconds before halftime as they come to the line.
Ready? Cooking up. 19 Charger, 19 Charger.
Back to work after throwing the pick. And that is incomplete. 8 seconds left now. No luck finding George Kittle with that one. And it's going to be second down.
Safe to say there's been an early disconnect between the planning phase and the execution phase for this offense. Might be time, Kate, really to get back to basics, to the call.
Back to throw it. Dumps it off to his running back. Room to work at the 35. And they're going to get there to force him out. But a nice play for the offense to go out on, as that's going to end our first half. The Hallis Trophy awaits one of these teams, partner. Just a half to go as we're off in the third quarter. Hardman with a return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line.
On the return, they'll take over first down and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Offense emptying the backfield as they come up here. First and 10.
Get it.
They're going to throw here to begin the drive. Escapes the pocket. He's keeping it. And he's going to be driven out, but a nice pickup. Gained about 8. Second down.
Well, the QB made something happen and got some yardage when the play didn't develop right, and even got himself out of bounds to avoid a hit. The only negative at all is he couldn't quite get the first down.
Just a yard left to go on second down. Now here's DeAndre Swift on the ground. And he'll get them enough for a first down.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that first down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. And I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
New set of downs from the 37.
Cowboy 80.
Throwing now on first down. He rolls to his right. Now he takes it. He finds his rush. He loses the football. And the Eagles get to it. And he goes out of bounds as everyone turns to hear from our referee. So as much as the offense might want that last play wiped out, Brock, defense declines the penalty, and it will stand. First and 10 now from the 46.
7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Here we go, here we go. Past the 60, past the 60. Ready.
From the shotgun, it's Richardson. Buys time, rolling right. Throw right side, caught by Thomas. And he goes out a little short of the 40.
You know, Kate, that really is one of the benefits that comes with experience. You'll feel it. Right, look at the quarterback, never seeing the rush, never looking at the rush. Instead, eyes are downfield, and the big play follows.
Shotgun handoff to Henderson. He has room past the 25. And the stop is made 3 yards from the end zone. It's going to be first and goal.
It is just so hard, Kate, to get these chunk, explosive runs. But what it does now is it especially sets the table in prime scoring position.
Defense still reeling from that last play. Now they're defending first and goal from the 3.
Here we go, shot. 70 Timberwolves.
Working inside the red zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles push their lead further to start the half. Brian Thomas Jr., the touchdown. It's plays like this that make him so well regarded across this league, Brock.
Yeah, such just a difference-making receiver, Kate. You expect him to be the target down here. You did, I did, the defenders did. What makes him a star is even when people know his number's being called, he still finds a way to deliver.
Here's Patterson now to kick this away. Hardman with a return. And He's going to make this to the 28 before going down.
They'll take over first down and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
First call here coming from the shotgun. Begins with a rough first step there. That's going to bring up second down.
The ultimate team sport still has so many times games within the game, individual battles, and right now, they don't have an answer for this guy. Maybe time to turn the line to Chip and find some way to protect the quarterback.
19 tight, 19 tight.
Takes the second down snap. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. George Kittle, the intended receiver. So they're left facing third and long.
I hate to be Mr. Negative guy, but a sack 2 plays ago, an incompletion right there. All that's missing, Kate, is an interception on this play, and you're going to hand this quarterback a misfortune trifecta that nobody wants.
Here he goes, third and long. This has been a trend, yet another interception. And the Eagles take possession off their second interception of the game. Oh boy, they cleaned up the fumbling issues from the last drive, and now it's an interception that turns the ball over.
Yeah, and 2 very different tones and tenors on these 2 sidelines. One coach is pleading, begging for some ball security. The other is simply saying, keep it up, boys. Keep taking that ball away. Job well done.
2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be second and 8.
Second and 8 at the 45-yard line.
60 by 6, 60 by 6. Go.
Richardson. Has him on the quick hitter. And they'll stand him up and sit him down at the line.
The defenders, they were ready for that throw, stopping him right at the line of scrimmage.
On the jump.
Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7.
Let's go now. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
Third and long, they're going to throw. That's complete to Sloan. And he's going to be driven out of bounds. The gain gets this down inside the 35. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that'll be good for a Philadelphia first down.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
On the check. Ready.
Trying an inside give to Henderson. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
The one thing I could say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
At the 33-yard line.
Okay, ready.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's second and 9.
Hawk 7, go.
They give now to Henderson. And he nearly gets them into the red zone as he's down at the 22. He gets a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the first.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want in the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the gain they did.
So a new set of downs. Here we go, first and 10.
Here we 7 Pirates, Viking 18. Buffalo 18. Let's go.
Off the play fake, here's Richardson. Flushed out of the pocket. He's running with it. And he's taken out as he brings it down towards the 10. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
Well, I think he was looking for that running lane and that running room from the very start right there, partner. Even as he worked through his progression initially, he was waiting for space to open, and then he takes advantage with his legs.
Coming to the line, this is first and 10. From the red zone on first. Throws caught. And that play is brought to a halt, they're going to say, at the 5-yard line. Just a quarter left before one of these teams punches its ticket to the Super Bowl. The Eagles with the lead, hoping to close out a playoff win. Offense still line. This is 2nd and 4.
Gotta be lying. Here we go. Here we go. Cook 60 by 6. No. Ready.
It's Henderson on the give. And he's in. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles make it a 3-score game in the 4th. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with one end zone trip in a game.
Nope.
Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get one, you're instantly thinking of another, and the fortunate few are able to actually deliver on it.
Here's Patterson now to kick this away. Here's a return from the 7. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
They'll take over 1st down and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
On the ready.
Starting out with an empty backfield, Brock. Here they come. 1st and 10.
Ready.
Not deterred by that pick. He's throwing again. He's trying to lay this one in deep down the right side. And this is going to end up incomplete. He really aired it out there on 1st down, but just couldn't make the connection. Well, even with the pick on that last drive, partner, he is showing no hesitation whatsoever.
Well, in order to play this game, Kate, at this level, you've got to be aggressive. You can't let a previous mistake really affect your next decision. I'll say this as well. In the NFL, you throw into coverage too many times, there'll be more interceptions.
That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And that gives him a 1st down.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
Working now from the gun. Looking right, and he finds him. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. One of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
19 tight.
They are throwing it again. Short pass brought in. And he's going to be hauled out on a gain across midfield, down inside the 45-yard line. They strike for 23 yards. And that's good for a new set of downs. 1st and 10 from the 43.
Ready.
Still sticking with the passing game. Completed to his running back. And they're going to get to him after a gain of close to 5 as they send him out.
Some certainly do it better than others, Kate, but every running back in the league today has got to do just that. You cannot be a one-dimensional back in the league anymore. You can't. You got to be able to handle your business, both toting the ball as a runner, and really importantly as a check-down outlet on short throws.
And he's got it down to the 30 before going out. Give him 8 on that one, and that's going to bring up 1st down.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap 1st down.
Throwing it again here. And that's incomplete. Wanted to dial up the aggressiveness there like that, but couldn't connect. 2nd down.
Hey, Mr. Quarterback, that's a throw that's got to go somewhere else. Double coverage was waiting for it. Thinking interception to be had. And incompletion still pretty good for the defense.
19 Tiger.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. This is pulled in by McCole Hardman. And they're going to stop him, but he got enough to make it 1st and goal from the 8.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
4 downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal.
Ready.
Here's a design run. So some defensive initiative in that goal to go, Brock. They take him down behind the line. Second and goal coming up. So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL. But it also takes a whole lot of teamwork to knock him behind the sticks. Job well done there.
Cowboy 18 Rattler.
So that brings us to the 2-minute warning in Philly. These guys hoping to make it look a little better before time runs out. Another chance at 6. It's second and goal.
Come on. Panther 11, Cowboy 80.
Here's a throw. Brought in. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground.
Hey, one thing I learned from the late, great Mike Leach is, the system was called air raid, but it wasn't just attacking downfield. His philosophy, and it played out right there, is you have to attack every inch of the field, both vertically and horizontally, without routes or in routes, just like that.
Touchdown and bust for him here as they set up for third and goal.
Panther 60.
Now looking to throw. And it's incomplete on third and goal. Took his shot at 6 that time. And that brings up fourth and goal.
I just hate that. I just hate to see that. Everything on the play was done so well. Everybody did their job. But you got to finish. You don't get many chances to make that type of play for your team. You got to come through on that touchdown.
Well, might as well go for it here, Brock. They're going to try fourth and goal.
Like 70 Rangers. 7 Pirates. Ready.
Desperation time here. And the connection made in the end zone. Touchdown. These guys get it back to within 2 possessions. It's a Jerry Jeudy touchdown. Man, Brock, that defense held up 3 straight plays. They just couldn't come up with the one final stop they needed to get off the field.
And how about this offense? Courage of the offense to run it back for one more snap and make the adjustments on fourth and goal to finally punch it in. Quite the mini little chess match we just saw play out over those last 4 plays.
Harrison Mevis on to try the point after. Got a good plant in the rain there. The extra point flies through. And these guys get it back to a 14-point game. So even after the score, they're still down 2 possessions. Time not exactly on their side as they try this onside kick. And the onside kick doesn't pan out. The Eagles make the recovery.
Hey, the numbers don't lie. The numbers tell you, Kate, time and again, it is so hard to recover these onside kicks. And when you got an opponent prepared for it, well, that makes it even more difficult.
They've got first down here from the 36. This is Henderson. And he manages to find a little traction on that search field as he fights forward for a couple. 3 yards on the first down play, and that brings up 2nd and 7. The defense calls a timeout, so that's their first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. Second down now, 7 to go.
Shot. Ready.
On the give, it's Sanders. Looks like he gained about 3 yards. It's also going to bring up third down. Timeout taken by the defense. They're second. And they'll have just one left to burn now.
Well, Kate, that's a quick hitter to the big guy, and that's what you normally expect to see out of it. Not a huge gain, just picking up a little bit before they stall him out.
Here they go, getting set for 3rd and 4.
Let's go. Go.
They go with Henderson here. Fought off a tackle, but he lost the football. But it looked like an eagle flew in and was first to the football. They're retaining possession.
1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on 1st down.
Ready, ready.
Now a design run. Here's Richardson. So it's an Eagles win here in this one. They are your NFC champions.